Jordan!
Iain!
Who went cave exploring and found every lost artifact ever. But in their excitement to get out and let the world know, they found something else that was missing as well. The floor. Turns out it was a bottomless pit and they've been falling ever since.
Ed Sheeran?
No. Two guys.
Was that him falling?
Yeah, that's the first noise he made. That's all I heard. I did go down with him. I heard that and I was like, well, I'm out of here.
So his new album's taken a very different turn.
It has, yeah, downward.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
But anyway, hello. And welcome to episode 167 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where I've been haunted for years. But one guy who got to hear it firsthand as he sat comfortably in my living room is this guy. It's Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
Oh, I'm, well, I was going to say I'm good, but actually not really.
Yeah, you took that ghost home with you, didn't you?
No, it wasn't that. That was great. I had a lovely time. It's more the fact that I've been battling a bit of a stomach bug.
You have, yes. And how are you feeling today?
Definitely on the mend.
Very
so
good,
that's a plus.
Always.
And definitely better, given that today it's episode 167.
Yep.
And James would appreciate the 6-7.
No, I knew that was going to come up. Oh, man, I am so sick to the back teeth of hearing that.
Do your kids do it?
Yeah.
That's probably why it doesn't bother me, because I don't have kids.
Yeah, I've had it up to here, Jordan. As soon as I saw we were doing episode 167, I was like, oh, God. I was like, should I, for the sake of it, add it into the intro? And I was like, no, I can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah.
And I was hoping it would just fly under the radar, but no, you decided to just stick it in there, so thanks very much for that.
I'm sorry. This is where our listeners tank.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry.
They were like, I came here to get away from this shit.
Oh, dear, yeah. I'll do my best to refrain from that.
Thank you,
sorry.
that'd be kind. Yeah. But what I was alluding to, Jordan, in that little introduction there is the fact that you heard a ghost that I spoke on the podcast about a couple weeks ago. I said I heard a female murmur's voice in my living room, and then you were around the other day and you heard it yourself.
Yeah, so what had happened was we decided to have a little cheeky takeaway together and play the
Grey Hill Incident.
Grey Hill Incident, that's the one. Bit of a spooky alien game, although not really that spooky. A couple of jump scares here and there, but they're not actually that terrifying once you get to see them.
And when the aliens get you, it does look like they just nip down for a little nosh.
Yeah. That's not what they usually speak about.
No, that's not. I mean, they talk about aliens extracting fluids, but I didn't think it was that way.
No. And now you're cured.
I am. Yeah. I'm all fluided out.
Oh, God. Yeah, and before we actually got to playing the game, we were just chatting. There was absolutely nothing on the TV. Mm-hmm. The kids were upstairs asleep.
Yep.
Your wife wasn't even in the country.
She was not. No, she was in Poland, living it up.
Yeah. We were just chatting, and then I also heard this. I can't even really describe it, but I think what you said last time was about right, where it's like a female voice, and you can just kind of hear the plosives and the sort of sounds, but you can't make out what is actually being said.
Yeah.
It definitely came from to my left, which was straight ahead of you as you're looking to your dining room.
Yeah, inside the house, so not behind me, which is the street.
Yeah. And initially, I wonder if that was somebody outside. But it didn't really sound like it was coming from there. And then you looked at me as like did you hear that too? I was like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it was a bit freaky.
I tell you, it was such a nice moment for me because I come on here, right, and I'm like telling you all these things that happened to me. And obviously when you hear somebody else's paranormal story, you're like, okay, yeah, but maybe it was this, maybe it was that, because you weren't there to experience it yourself.
Absolutely.
But this time I had confirmation. An outside witness in my house heard it firsthand. And I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
You fucking heard it. So it's not just me going on, I heard a woman's voice in my house. And you going, okay, yeah, weird, whatever.
Going a bit senile.
Yeah, Ian's losing it a little bit. It was such a relief to have somebody else hear it as well.
Imagine, though, if I didn't.
Yeah, okay, right, maybe I am losing it.
How pissed off you'd be.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't really, I'm just going along with it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just like trying to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, I heard that. What was it like, Ian, again?
What did it sound like? A man shouting? Yeah, that's what I heard. No, it's a woman whispering. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I always get that wrong.
Just backing away slowly. Right, so it's getting late, bud. It's 8 p.m., Jordan. I'm so tired.
Yeah, pizza's gone right through me.
Oh, yeah, I've got back. Oh, wife's calling. Yep, gotta get home. Kids are out of bed. Jordan, you don't have children. Where's your keys, Ian?
Oh, I'm locked in. Sugar me timbers.
It's time to do what the aliens do, Jordan.
It's like, I saw that on that game.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, the ironic thing is that I would actually be locked in because that's what you do.
I do lock my door for the sake of safety.
But then also because of your children, you remove the key.
Yes, of course.
So I was quite literally locked in.
But I mean, I leave the key in reachable.
In my pants.
Exactly, yeah. It's well within your reach.
It is, yeah. Weird. Very strange. Kind of nice to have experienced it, and I now know exactly what you mean. It's very similar to that old EVP that you caught, actually.
Yeah.
Very close to where we were.
Directly above where, the kind of area I think it is coming from in the dining room.
Yeah, very weird. Do you have any thoughts of what you think it is? Or do you just try not to think about it?
I think it's probably one of the ghosts of the victims.
Oh, right, okay. One of your victims.
I've said too much already.
Not enough.
No. This is admissible in court, so I'm going to stop now.
Is it just one of the ghosts? Or do you think it's one of the plethora of victims of yours?
I'm reluctant to say any more.
Okay.
By the way, at the start of this podcast, Jordan did say Ian, but what he meant to say was Philip.
Of course, yeah.
Philip.
I always get that wrong as well.
Of course, yeah. Ian's not here. He's out doing good deeds because he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's helping the local community and the food bank at the moment, I think.
I think he's actually out taking care of the scum. Oh, fucking hell. No, that's not what I meant to say.
No, that's what the aliens do.
Sucking the scum right out of you since
God.
1945.
Oh, God. I'm still ever so slightly feeling a bit queasy. It's slightly turning my stomach.
Sorry. I do apologise. I forgot you are a bit of a dicky Tommy there. Right, so we'll stop. We'll carry on with some good stuff.
I would say in the past 4 days, I've had less than 800 calories. And, I mean, if nothing else, I suppose it's a very good weight loss program.
Oh, yeah. Next time I see you, I'll be like, excuse me, have you seen my good friend Jordan? You'll be like,
it's like, I'm here. I just turned to the side.
It's just like withering away like, get me a burger, please. So, Jordan, why don't you start by telling us what you're going to be going into today?
Well, a bit of a weird one. And actually, this is something that you suggested to me.
Oh.
So if this isn't any good, it's on you.
All right. Okay.
Plus, I've not been feeling that well, so just go easy on me.
No.
So this is the times where the Job Centre Plus has had errors and stopped people having their money.
Right, I do remember this, yeah.
And actually, some of it is really bad.
Yeah, it's not for, like, good reason.
Oh, not at all. No, this is like admin errors and just generally bad choices on their part.
Yeah.
And it's eye-opening.
I mean, I know there's this stigma attached to people that go on job seekers allowance and things like that and benefits. And a lot of people will be like, oh, they just don't want to work.
Yeah.
But there are obviously people who genuinely need the help. And when they have their money stopped for the most ridiculous and stupid of reasons, that is when a huge issue occurs.
Because that is a big domino effect then.
Fuck yeah. I mean, that can really alter somebody's life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm looking forward to hearing how they fuck up.
Yeah. And with that, what have you got for us?
Well, Jordan, on our little blue dot floating in the vastness of space, there are psychic mediums, there are remote viewers, and there are people who claim to channel interdimensional lizard kings from Orion. But then, chilling out, sniffing crotches in 1920s Missouri was a hunting dog who outperformed them all, and his name was Jim, and he was a very good boy.
Oh, from 14 News podcast.
Jim?
Yeah, James, Jimmy.
Well, I think you've given somebody a nickname there.
Oh, God.
Yes, it's...
I apologise.
He didn't go on live and go, oh, what's up, man? It's me, Jimmy Coppett from the 14 News podcast.
That would be great, though.
And I'm a very good boy.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, James.
But anyway, Jordan, if people like what they hear today and they want to hear more, where can they find it?
Well, Ian, it's funny you should ask that, isn't it?
Always.
Because we actually have something called Patreon. Yeah, where we currently have 32 bonus episodes as well as branded t-shirts, mugs, all sorts for just £3 per month.
Oh, good golly.
I know. Or about $5, something like that. The links, obviously, Ian, are going to be in the description of this episode.
If I remember to do it, yes.
Yeah, I mean, they will be.
Yeah, maybe. Sometimes I get a little bit tired.
Yeah, but they will be.
Well, we'll see.
They will be.
Well, I tell you what, listener, why don't you go and check for us?
I can't. This is in the future.
No, I'm telling the listener, it's a little, hey, why don't you go check the Patreon, and maybe while they're over there, they'll accidentally buy a mug.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's brilliant, though, isn't it? Because you can pretty much put any liquid you like in that.
Yeah. Coffee, water.
Tea?
Yeah, good one. Piss.
I was going to say milk, but yeah, okay. No,
Whatever has
don't.
been coming out of Jordan this week.
God, no. That's it. No one's buying them now.
People are like, hey, it's a good idea. If you get caught short on the sofa, aliens at Wanker's mug to the rescue.
You look at the mug and the alien just got his tongue out.
The alien's got two hands up, no, not in me.
Oh, yeah, horrendous. Anyway.
Okie dokie, shall we crack on with the good stuff, pal?
Yeah, please.
Well, let's go then. So, Jordan, Jim the Wonder Dog, as he later came to be known, was born in 1925 in Louisiana. Give me a,
Oh.
Cheers, babe. Jim was, but what? That's the nickname I usually call you.
Yeah, thanks.
What are you giggling for?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I see. You're acting coy. I get it. I got it. You... Anyway, sorry, so early in the show. So, Jim was, by all physical appearances, an ordinary liver and white coloured Llewellyn setter, a bird dog whose main life goals should have been simply chasing pheasants. Imagine if that was a Snow Patrol song.
Yeah, it's like the Farmer's edition.
Yeah. If I lay here.
It's when they change to a new genre and they don't have country anymore, it's countryside.
Oh, yeah.
And then they
Chasing Pheasants by Farm Patrol.
by snowplow.
Yes. That's brilliant. But you see, Jordan, this poor pup started life as the runt of the litter. Small, underdeveloped, and not particularly promising at hunting. So because of that, he ended up with a man named San Van Arsdale, who ran the rook. I knew, go on.
You know what that looks like, don't you?
Yep. Go on, tell the people.
No, I don't need to.
Okay. But anyway, this guy, who I'm not going to name again at all, ran the Ruff Hotel in Marshall in Missouri. Not as a prized acquisition. See, because I started this sentence in a different way, this now doesn't make sense. But what I'm trying to say is he ended up with Jim the dog, not as a prized acquisition, but simply as the leftover pup.
Right, okay. Didn't want him, but ended up getting him.
I don't think he didn't want him. It's just the guy who was breeding the dogs was just like, well, I can't do much for this one, so I'll just give him away.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So early accounts suggested Sam initially thought Jim was unimpressive when bird hunting. He was distracted, slow to respond, not the sharp hunting dog that he'd hoped he'd turn out to be.
No.
But somewhere along the way, something about little old Jim seemed to be different. According to Sam, Jim began demonstrating abilities that went well beyond being a good boy.
Oh, God, this sounds bad.
Picked up a blade. I'm kidding. But it started small and impressive, Jordan. Jim appeared to be able to understand complex spoken English, not just sit or fetch, but full sentences. Sam claimed he could tell Jim in a normal conversational tone to go and find a man in a crowd who was wearing, for example, a grey suit and a red tie and had a specific job, and Jim would weave through the crowd and sit beside the correct person.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So I've got a question about that.
Hit me, bro.
How does Jim the dog know that? Because you can't necessarily look at someone and know their profession instantly.
Okay, I don't know if you know this, but I do paranormal segments. Okay. So what this is implying that the dog is psychic.
Right, okay. So actually, Sam could have just said to Jim, go find the person that I want.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, he's wasting his own time at this point.
Well, I think, because these were done under scrutiny, they were tests that were being performed. So if he just said to Jim in front of a group of people, go find the person I want, and Jim went to anyone, then Sam could have been like, told you. But if he specifically said, go find Bill who's wearing a red tie and a thong, and works as a plumber, then the crowd can hear it and then they can see Jim perform it, which is amazing. Make sense?
I mean, it's probably obvious when he's got his builder's bum out.
He looks good in it, all right? But at this point, Jordan, you're probably thinking to yourself, you weren't thinking this, but you might also be thinking subtle cues, body language, owner signaling, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But we'll get to that because it didn't stop there. Jim allegedly would also respond to commands given in foreign languages. German, French, Italian. People who didn't even know Jim would give him instructions, and again, he would comply without issue.
Okay, interesting.
So, a Spanish guy would be like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? And Jim would be like, follow me, bro. Down the road. Here's the library that you were requesting.
Yeah, and then be like, café con leche.
Yeah, the guy would be like, oh my God, a speaking dog.
I mean, it would be definitely paranormal if he turned into a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that would be fairly impressive.
But alas, all he can do is just find people. It's not that great, really, is it?
It gets better, okay?
Okay. But also, this isn't particularly that paranormal, is it? Because it could just be an excitable dog that just thinks any command means, oh, I'll go and find someone, and he just hits upon that person.
What, every single time?
Yeah.
Statistically impossible, young man.
Improbable, not impossible.
Yeah, I tell you what, right, I'll give you that. Mathematically, nothing is impossible, only very improbable. But
you're welcome.
Yeah, to find a dog that can get the right person every single time is the uppermost limits of statistically impossible.
Not impossible, just improbable.
Okay, right, yeah, Jordan solved it. It's a magic dog. No, wait, that's my point. Anyway, so there were no tricks involved. It wasn't rehearsed routines. It was specific and spontaneous responses. And at this point, Jordan, I'd be asking, why didn't you try him with the birds again?
Right.
Because, he wasn't very good at bird hunting. He was slow and unresponsive. But now he can do this magic trick. Surely you can just be like, right, Jim, go find me a pheasant. And he'd be like, you got it, bro.
While he's
there's someone at my door.
Oh
my God, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, no worries.
A few moments later.
So while Ian's doing that, I am actually genuinely considering doing some ASMR with cards. And this is it. Hope you all have a good sleep. Oh, I fucking dropped it. This is fucking shit.
Not flipping doing this again.
Sorry about that, pal. That was just some tarpaulin being delivered for the rest of the victims. I mean, God damn it.
Oh, right, okay. That's exciting.
Oh, super excited, yeah, because they were starting to smell.
Yeah, I suppose you're like 900 odd. It's going to, isn't it, at this point?
No, it was 0. Remember, that was the magic number.
Ah, right, okay. So you don't really need the tarpaulin, do you?
I just thought I'd start some gardening projects.
But you don't have a garden.
Irrelevant. You do. You still got that free space.
Oh, yeah, that space under the shed.
Yeah. Nope, that's all used up. But Jordan, get this. This is when this little bugger started predicting the future. Jim was said to have accurately predicted the winners of multiple Kentucky derbies before the races. He selected the correct horses when presented with all the different options.
By the way,
What?
I'm pretty certain that would be pronounced as derbies.
Does it matter?
Oh, no, just so you didn't sound like a chump.
Okay, sorry, derbies.
That'll do it.
Kentucky derbies. Do you want me to do the whole thing again?
No, it is your choice. That is totally on you.
Right, well, we'll see what happens. Jim was said to have accurately predicted the winners of multiple Kentucky derbies before the races by selecting the correct horse's name when presented with the different options. Local reports and later retellings claim he correctly indicated Gallant Fox in 1930, Burgoo King in 1932. Yeah, tell me about it. And Broker's Tip in 1933.
Right, okay.
And these choices, made by Jim, turned out to be correct. These were official Derby winners, selected in advance, witnessed by people who said Jim would indicate the correct name when presented all the horses due to take part in the race.
Oh, right, okay. So he's now predicting the winners of a horse race.
Of the Kentucky Derby.
Right, okay.
So, Jordan, even getting one of these right might have been chalked up to coincidence, but getting several right across multiple years was statistically improbable.
Ah, yes, well corrected on your script there.
Yeah, got ya. I knew you were going to fucking jump right in there. Actually, Ian,
But that is correct.
Accounts from local authorities claimed he would accurately predict the gender of unborn babies, again, by selecting between written options presented to him before the birth.
Right, okay.
Unfortunately, there's no surviving formal record of how many times this was attempted or what his exact success rate was, but witnesses insisted he was accurate often enough for the word to spread.
Okay, interesting. But was one of the options caked in like Bovril or something?
No.
That's why he kept going to those particular ones.
Can you not just let Jim have his moment?
Sorry, I apologise. I like dogs. I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, Jim the Wonder bitch, that's what I call him.
No, he's not female.
Oh, shit, yeah. He was also said to be able to identify strangers by name. In demonstrations, groups of people would gather in the hotel lobby or in nearby rooms. Jim would be told to find a specific individual, sometimes by name and sometimes by occupation. He would then move calmly through the hotel, find the person, and sit beside them.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I mean, that's what we had at the start, isn't it, really?
No, that was like moving through a crowd and finding a specific person. But this is moving
doing
through
it
the
in a
hotel.
Mm.
Yeah, and finding a specific person.
Where it's probably easier.
No.
Because there's less distractions.
Is there? Oh, yeah, a bustling hotel. Nothing going on there.
Oh, yeah, compared to the outside with other maybe animals around.
No.
Lots of other people.
No.
Lots of vehicles. Lots of sounds.
They always did it at like 4 a.m. when everyone was asleep.
Oh, that's why you found them. There's the only one there.
Yeah, there'd just be a lawyer in bed wearing a suit and a tie, just wake up with a dog on his face. Got him.
Sure, it's not the first time.
Those pesky lawyers. Jim was also apparently able to retrieve objects from people. But no, don't worry. This wasn't Jim out on the streets committing low-level canine robbery. The setup was usually structured. Several personal items would be placed together on the floor or on a table. A hat, a pocket watch, a glove, just ordinary things. And Jim would then be told to select the object belonging to a named individual. He would walk over and place a paw on, nose, or sit beside the correct item without hesitation.
Okay. And he never got it wrong?
Never, not once.
That is statistically improbable.
So I've been told. But Jordan, at that, word spread. Locals wanted to witness it, journalists showed up, and eventually members of the faculty from the University of Missouri got involved to really put Jim to the test. So here you go. This is probably the bit you've been waiting for. It's not just anecdotal. Professors and scientists are like, right, we'll put this bugger to the test, get him in a laboratory under controlled circumstances, and we'll test his psychic ability.
Okay, yeah. It's just when they accidentally put him into Crufts, accidentally put him in the agility course. He was pretty shit at that.
Yeah, well, he was the runt, yeah.
He just kept going to people in the crowd and sitting next to him.
I found Bill. Do the thing we're asking you to. I found Kevin. Fucking hell.
Oh.
So according to accounts, they attempted to eliminate the possibility of cues from his owner by separating Jim from Sam completely, and then they'd issue commands themselves. And boy, were these results staggering. Jim was tested in controlled conditions inside academic buildings, with Sam removed from the room entirely and placed out of sight. Instructions were then delivered by university staff who, in some cases, weren't even personally acquainted with the pooch. So this is taking away all the subtle cues, like if Sam, say for example, was like, go and find Bill, but as he did it, he held up a picture of Bill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's taking away all those little things that Jim and Sam might have had a connection through.
Or I suppose as well, it could have even been any non-verbal cues as well.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I was over-exaggerating with the holding a picture up thing, but that's what I meant.
I mean, it makes sense though why you got them every time.
And I want to know why Sam had so many pictures of these people. But in certain demonstrations, names or written prompts were sealed in envelopes and selected by third parties before even being presented. And wouldn't you know it, Jim continued to respond accurately under these conditions, identifying individuals by description and indicating correct answers when options were written on paper and displayed.
Okay, right.
Where's your criticisms now, Jordan?
I don't have any. I think that's brilliant that they did that.
It's a psychic dog. So Jim was smashing it, but it's here we have to pause.
No, very good.
I hated my own face when I did that. That was icky.
Not as much as everybody else did.
People love my face, okay?
Yeah, they do.
My mum says it's very handsome.
They grabbed your cheeks.
Grabbed your cheeks and went, oh, you're oily.
Oh.
Get out of my fucking house and don't come back.
You were hoping that she'd grab the ones on your face.
No, Mum, grab the ones I've washed this year.
Moving on.
Okay. So, Jordan, I'm sure, like everybody else, every skeptical neuron in your brain is lighting up like a Christmas tree right now, because history is full of animals that seemed psychic until somebody realized that humans are absolutely brilliant at unconscious signaling.
Yeah, non-verbal cues.
There we are. The most famous case is Clever Hans, who was a horse in the early 1900s from Germany who was seemingly able to perform arithmetic. He would tap his hoof the correct number of times to answer math questions when he was asked, but surprise, surprise, it turns out that he wasn't doing maths.
Okay.
He was reading tiny unconscious shifts in posture and facial tension from the questioner and merrily...
Very good.
You got it. Merrily stopping when he sensed approval. So, someone would say 4 times 5, and he'd be clicking, and then he'd get to 20, and then the person would be like, oh, fucking, he did it, and then the horse would know to stop.
Right, yeah. Actually, very clever.
So it turns out he wasn't psychic, he was just hyper-attuned. So there's the obvious answer, right? That's the explanation for Jim. He was reading people.
Well, not if it's put in scientific conditions.
Well, Jordan, here's the thing. Dogs are extraordinarily sensitive to human micro-expressions. They read eye movement, breathing changes, muscle tension, and modern research has shown that dogs can even detect subtle emotional shifts that we don't even realize we're displaying.
Yeah, it's true. That's why they'll come up to you when you're upset.
Exactly, yeah, and then, be like, get it together, get a grip, Mildred. He didn't love you anyway.
I mean, Teddy does give me a very harsh talking to.
Right, sit down, Jordan.
Stop being a little bitch.
He's just telling you off for coming home late. You're like, I was at work. Who else is going to pay for your food? I don't want to hear your excuses, Jordan. But it turns into that skinwalker. You're like, okay, all right, bud.
That's very true. Yeah.
So, could this have been what Jim was doing? Skeptics say probably, but believers argue that the tests conducted in Marshall removed these cues. They claim Jim performed under conditions where not even the people conducting the tests knew the correct answer, including situations where written prompts were prepared in advance and selected without the handler's involvement, and he still got the answers correct.
Okay. Highly improbable.
So if the person doesn't even know the answer in the envelope, they can't unconsciously signal that Jim's getting it right.
Yeah, they can't give it away, can they?
Yeah, they can be like, well, pick a fucking envelope, Jim. It was like this one. And then they open it, they're like, holy shit, psychic dog.
Yeah. Imagine that's what the scientists say.
Yeah. Final verdict, fucking hell, psychic dog. But there's the proof, Jordan. Because even if one of those moments happened, properly controlled, no cues, no signalling, then you're left with something undeniable.
True.
An animal seemingly accessing information it shouldn't have been able to. And to add to Jim's credibility, he wasn't throwing the country under a spotlight, they didn't try to make money off of him, he mostly hung around the rough hotel lobby, chilling out and sniffing stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, or indeed, Jordan, because Jim sadly passed away in 1937, and Marshall, Missouri did something that warmed everybody's hearts. They gave this runt-turned-psychic a monument.
Oh, really?
Indeed they did.
Is it still there?
Yeah, there's a statue and a historical marker commemorating Jim the Wonder Dog. Not as a joke or a tourist gimmick, but as a genuine nod to a local legend who baffled townfolks and academics.
Oh, that's quite sweet.
Ain't it just? So, Jordan, I have to ask you, was Jim psychic? Unfortunately, there is no surviving controlled laboratory records robust enough to satisfy modern scientific scrutiny. Most accounts came from local newspapers, anecdotal testimony, and later retellings. There's no formal peer-reviewed academic paper that's ever surfaced documenting airtight double-blind methodology, which leaves modern researchers debating whether the university tests were rigorous enough by contemporary standards or simply more structured demonstrations. Which means this case sits in a grey zone. Too documented to dismiss and too anecdotal to confirm. Either way, Missouri ended up with a monument to a pooch that showed what the runt of a litter can really achieve. But Jordan, after all that, I think I know what you're going to say, but I just want to know, what do you think?
Well, I think it's a sweet story all round anyway. I mean, I love dogs. I think they're great.
You have to say that, though. Yours is a demon.
Yeah, and he's listening.
Fucking hell, he's watching me.
He's behind me, yeah.
He's got a gun.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, if it is true and it was done with the experiments in the test conditions to the best of the ability at that time, then what else can you say? I mean, that does defy what we believe otherwise.
Exactly. And I'd be careful, because whatever you think, Jim is probably still out there reading your mind. And if you think, what a load of bollocks, you might wake up with a dog on your face.
Oh, you might, if you're lucky.
Unless it's going through the tummy troubles that you're currently going through, in which case,
God, yeah.
Landslide.
It will steer clear. If it's psychic, it'll know fucking hell, I'm not going to mess with him.
I ain't going over there. I'll catch something.
Dogs have good sense of smell.
Oh, they do, yeah.
But yeah, fascinating though. It is an anomaly, isn't it?
Yeah, interesting little story. And, I don't think this town, this city, wherever it is, would get together and think, let's just make a random statue to a dog and give it a backstory. Because, it's going to cost money and governments don't have time for that.
True. And also, they didn't even really make any money off that. The dog wasn't there to perform shows and things like that. So
exactly,
it kind of gives it a bit more credibility.
Absolutely, yeah. Because, just like, check out this cool dog. They're not like, £10 to see this cool dog.
Yeah, really cool. I enjoy it. That was fascinating.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for listening. And now I want to hear some ridiculous reasons that people had their benefits stopped.
Oh, yeah. So do allow me to preface that this is not in any way a political rant. Because I'm just well aware
half and half.
I'm well aware it could feel like it's steering that way.
Okay.
But again, this is something that you sent me, so it's on you.
Okay. But let's just call it a documentation of events.
Okay, yes, fair enough. So it is the times where people have had the benefits stopped, essentially over trivial breaches and just admin errors. So it is quite eye-opening. I will also say that I'm quite lucky that I've never had to go to the job centre in my life. I've never had to do it. I've been very fortunate enough to not have to. Mm-hmm. But I have had family members who have. And I remember a good while ago, I had a conversation with my dad. He ended up being made redundant years and years ago, and he had to go to the job centre himself. Mm-hmm. He told me how he absolutely hated it, and that there was even an occasion where, essentially, this is the story he told me, the lady that was behind the computer at the job centre was questioning him on why my dad hadn't turned up for the recent interviews.
Right.
And my dad said to her, I have, and I even have some more interviews lined up. And then for a while, she was just adamant and telling him that it's not good enough and that if it continues, his benefits would be stopped. My dad just kind of calmly goes, would you just please mind turning that computer screen around for me? And so she does. And it turns out she's got somebody else's details up.
Oh, God.
And that is a true story. That's in our town.
Yeah, that's like, okay, so what's your name? Your dad's like, Kevin Billipson. They're like, Kevin, yeah. Okay, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, we got your name right here. Yeah, perfect. It's like just not listening.
It's really bad. So anyway, he never took that further. And of course, when she realised, she didn't know where to put herself, really.
Stay in the chair, I guess. Should I get on the ceiling now?
She certainly wasn't quite as snappy, should we put it that way?
I can imagine, yeah.
So essentially, I'm saying that because I sympathise with anybody that has had to do it. And maybe, actually, there could even be someone listening right now that is having to go through it. So on to this. It turns out there's over 1 million job seekers who have lost their unemployment payments. And a lot of these claimants were punished for arbitrary, harsh, and even just illogical reasons. So I have a list of 10 examples for you, which come from an anonymised list of sanctions reported by food bank users to the Trunsell Trust charity.
Did you say, sorry, just before you go on, did you say over 1 million reports of this?
Yeah, 1 million job seekers who have lost their benefits because of things like this.
Okay, so expect this to be what, episode 167 through episode 500?
I luckily don't have 1 million examples for you.
Let me just let's find a good one. Scrolling through. Hey, my dad's on here.
Starting off, they're not in any particular order, but this one is quite serious, and not to necessarily set the tone, but here we go. The first one. Imagine this. A man lost his benefits after missing his job centre appointment due to being at the hospital with his partner, who had just had a stillborn baby.
Ooh.
That is
fucking hell.
Awful. And just remember, he lost his benefits for this.
Yeah.
Like, that is about as bad as that gets.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Like, there are no words.
No. I mean, like, anything I could say could be misconstrued as a bad joke, and that I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah,
like no way trying to make a joke like out of this situation. But that is really shitty. And this could be cleared up easily by a phone call,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Or anyone in the right mind at the job centre would be like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, we understand.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, they might have gone, oh, well, he's not here, cancel. And then you call up and say, this is a reason. They go, okay, completely understand, my condolences, reactivate.
Yeah.
Easy peasy done. But it seems like, to be on this list, he must have had an ongoing issue with it.
It seems so. Again, I don't have any follow-ups of this, but by them being on this list, they lost their benefits.
Fucking hell.
Whether or not they regained them afterwards is a different matter, but yeah, they lost the benefits over this. So number 2. I don't think this one is quite as bad, but it's still not great.
Okay.
Another man was sanctioned for missing an appointment at the job centre on the day his brother's unexpected death. So he tried to phone Job Centre Plus to explain, which, I mean, fair enough. Already you're going to be emotional for him to even think of that.
Yeah.
Is good on him. So he tried to ring them to explain, but he couldn't get through. And so he left a message, which was obviously not relayed to the appropriate person, and he lost his benefits.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it just? Again, I don't want this to in any way sound like a political rant, because it's not. But, I mean, humanity.
Yeah.
Like, that is it. It's just bonkers. Number 3, a man lost his benefits despite carrying out 60, that's 60, job searches because he missed one which matched with his CV.
Okay, so they're saying you didn't go for the job which would fit you in our eyes.
Yeah.
So, sorry, buddy.
Despite you applying for 60 other jobs.
I think that kind of proves that you're trying.
I'd like to think so. I mean, maybe they just got the wrong person's details up.
Possibly. I mean, it doesn't explain, obviously, in the description you've just given, but what if this job just didn't come past his desk? Like, what if it just didn't reach his eyes? Like, if they've got it on their file going, oh, this job matches his CV, but no one tells him about it, then how the fuck is he supposed to know?
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, obviously, I'm just speculating, but...
Or it could just be human error, and he just missed that one job out of the 60 others.
Yeah, and the amount of times that I've gone to send an email and forgot to attach the fucking
that's so
picture,
annoying, isn't it?
or whatever I'm trying to send. Mistakes can happen. So what if they did apply for it, but didn't attach his CV, or just didn't click send, or
True,
the internet
yeah,
stopped
yeah.
working as he hit you? There's so many fucking issues, so many problems, there's so many reasons. But surely you look at it and you go, oh, he missed one, but he's applied for 60.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, he uploaded a blank CV, but still, he was going through the motions.
The job was to be a piece of paper. It matched his blank CV.
The irony is that he got a job at the job centre. Thought he just kept getting jammed in the printer. Number 4, a man had an appointment at the job centre on the Tuesday, was taken to hospital with a suspected heart attack that very day, missed the appointment, and was sanctioned for 9 weeks.
Fucking hell. Do you know what? This is made worse, right? Because I know what the end of these are always going to be, right? So you start off by saying, a man fell down a hole and broke both his legs, right? And I know...
Oh, you've heard number 5.
I know what the end point's going to be. So before you even finish the sentence, I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no. Yeah. The fact that one said it was stopped for 9 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really bad.
So that's not just like, oh, they were stopped, and then the next day he got them reinstated. Because obviously, like you say, we got follow-ups. But that one states 9 weeks.
Yeah, 9 weeks without payments.
I guess I'm on a fucking diet then.
Crazy. Number 5, a man ended up securing employment, which, good on him, that's great.
Yeah.
And was due to start in 3 weeks. But he was sanctioned in the interim period at the job centre because they told him he was still duty-bound to send his CV to other companies.
Surely the end goal of the job centre is to get a job.
Yeah. So Mr. here ended up getting a job, being accepted for one, had to wait for his start date, and then they were like, well, you've not sent in any CVs, so we're stopping your payment.
Can you imagine, like, if a student took a math GCSE exam, and in the interim of waiting for their results, teachers and parents were like, no, you still need to study. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. It's like, you've done the thing that you were working toward.
And now you're waiting for that to come to fruition.
Yeah, you've completed your goal here.
Yeah.
Handshake, on your way.
Yeah, exactly. It just baffles me. It makes me even more appreciative that I've never had to deal with this, and I hope I never have to.
Yeah.
Because it sounds horrendous.
Yeah, it's bureaucracy, innit?
At number 6, a young couple had not received any letters regarding an appointment that they, of course, then subsequently missed. It turns out that their address at the Department for Work and Pensions was wrongly recorded, so they were left with no money for over a month.
God damn.
For an error that is not their fault.
Yeah, that was in-office problem. That should be rectified immediately with an apology and a backdated statement.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. But again, imagine how literally devastating that could be to someone if they didn't get payment for a month.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a mortgage, you default on that.
Yeah.
That is a big spiral for a long time. You know, that's 6 years on your credit reference.
Fucking hell.
I don't know, let's say that you were hoping to eventually, once you got settled into this new job and so on, you had plans for, you know, a new house, whatever, and all of that no longer can maybe happen.
All because one person mistook down an address.
Yeah. It's bonkers. Number 6. No, number 7. 6, 7, no.
Oh, God!
This is...
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
One case where a claimant's wife went into premature labour and had to go to hospital. This caused, of course, the claimant to miss the appointment. No leeway given.
I can imagine if somebody said, even if the excuse was, I slept in, I missed my alarm.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a genuine reason. I would say that is even overlookable, or, you know, don't do it again. Try not to let this happen again.
Yeah.
But if somebody said, I just couldn't be bothered coming in, or I just couldn't be bothered today, I thought, fuck it, I don't give a shit, you know, then that would be a reason.
Yeah.
But your wife going into hospital is definitely good enough reason to just say, we'll overlook this. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, even as a human, not as a business or a part of the government or, you know, whatever it is, just as a human being, just to say, I'm definitely going to let this one slide because that's a pretty bad situation you were in there.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I tell you what, that aside, how's the kid? You know, I'll be a little bit human for a bit.
Yep. The literally no words. I mean, I hold a 24-hour cancellation policy for when I do my lessons and my teaching.
Yeah.
Because, of course, I understand it has to be a business as well. But like you say, sometimes I'll hear things, and not to say that anyone's making anything up, but you have to take it at face value, don't you? And some of the things that they say, like, oh, my son was at hospital last night. I'm like, wow, okay, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Don't worry about today. Just let me know when he's okay and we'll rearrange.
Absolutely.
However, I know there are some people out there, some fellow teachers, that would still take payment on that without fail.
Really?
Yep. I've worked with some.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, okay, how do you still have people there for you?
How do you fucking sleep at night?
Well, yeah, there is that.
It's disgusting behaviour.
Number 8, one man was sanctioned for attending a job interview instead of Job Centre Plus.
No, again, that's the aim.
Yeah. I know. He ended up getting the job and so didn't pursue grievance against the Job Centre Plus, which, okay, fair enough.
I'd have still put a complaint.
But you're right, that is the aim.
Yeah.
Number 9, a man who requested permission to attend the funeral of his best friend. Permission was denied, but sanctioned when he went anyway.
Fuck asking permission.
I know. It's a little bit like that with work, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people feel a bit like, oh, I don't feel like I can ask.
I mean, if it's something important like that, then I would definitely ask.
Oh, yeah.
Just to make them aware. I mean, really, it's a polite way of making them aware that this is happening.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to do something like go to a funeral, I would word it. I'd say, do you mind if I take this day off? But really what I'm saying is, I won't be here that day.
Yeah. It was a little bit like when I worked in the department store and we'd booked our wedding for, you know, it was like a year and a half in advance.
Yeah.
And I took it to my line manager and I was like, just to let you know, I'm getting married on this day, so I won't be here. But yeah, I just literally handed him the holiday form.
Yeah, best way to word it, I believe.
I mean, I got on really well with him, but, you know, it wasn't kind of taking the piss, but I was like, yeah, there's no way you're denying that.
Yeah.
This is well in advance.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Finally, number 10, a diabetic man was sanctioned and unable to buy food when he was sent to hospital by GP as a consequence.
Good Lord.
And therefore, you know, missed his appointment and lost his money.
Ridiculous. Again, medical problems.
Is it
It's
bad?
not as if it can be helped.
Yep. So, yeah, there you have it. This is, again, no way intended to be political, but Job Centre Plus can suck it.
Yeah, fucking sort it out.
Yeah. Can you imagine? God, it is bad.
Imagine in like 5 years, our luck just completely turns. We're both in the job centre. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, hello. Yeah, we heard episode 167. Sanctioned. How'd you like that?
Especially because I went 6-7.
Yeah, that's the reason. They didn't care about all the scrutiny. They were just like, because you said it twice, Jordan, You're getting double sanctioned.
We're taking Iain's as well.
No!
Oh, dear. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, we're laughing, but, these people had, like you say, their lives changed in ways that might have made it horrible for them going forward.
Absolutely.
And, it's really shit.
Very much so.
But very eye-opening. So, Jordan, thank you, as always, for bringing that to us.
You're very welcome. And again, if anybody didn't enjoy that, blame Iain.
Don't blame Iain. Tell you what, text the WhatsApp number. Okay. Text the two guys hotline. Tell Jordan he's sanctioned from the podcast. He's not allowed to talk for the next 3 weeks.
Okay. And if anyone needs that, that is 07395 840 199.
Or
07395 It was very good, actually, I must admit.
Oh, thank you very much. I did all of the guitar for that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was me.
Nope.
Playing the old 6-string.
No, you didn't. That's because Paul told me that he recorded those with quad tracking.
Yeah, all right, you got me. It was Paul. Paul did it, all right. He's the guitar master, not me.
But it was very good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's very good. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you for your lightning finger skills.
Oh, yeah.
I did the drums.
You did?
Programmed them myself.
And then I just misaligned them. It was Welsh, didn't he?
You just took all the bass drums, put them on the hi-hat, put the snares, put them on the bass.
Why is he acting like his tom is a snare? Nice.
Oh, I love it. So, Jordan, with that, does that about bring us around to the end of today's episode?
I think it should, yes.
Fantastic news! Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode, and maybe even tell a friend. Take your friend to Missouri and pet Jim the Wonder Dog statue's head and just be like, you were a good boy. And then while you're there, I don't know, ask it some lottery numbers, maybe pass them on to me, text the WhatsApp number, and then I will give you £5 for your trouble. While you're on the plane, listen to Two Guys What's Up.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click on and find all the information you need along with our Two Guys hotline number, which once again is 07395 840 199.
And don't forget to check out the Patreon if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so.
But if you can't do that and you'd still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best and the freest way of doing that for us, and we would be absolutely grateful.
That we would, whatever he said.
But on that note, thank you very much for listening. Have an amazing week, and we will see you, of course, next Monday!
6, 7.
No, Jordan! Bad dog! So, Jordan, Jim was also able to retrieve objects from here. Jim began that when dogs are extraordinarily sensitive, breathing changes, muscle tension, or what his exact success rate was. Jim was also able to.
What is up with you?
It's that fucking doorbell throw me right off. At the beginning of the script, I was like, oh, getting through this so nicely. This will be an easy edit. And now look at me.
You've got it. You can do it.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Trivial breaches and just admin errors. So,
well, you learn to talk, mate.
I know one day it rubs off, doesn't it?
I'm rubbing off right now. Sound of your voice just does it to me. I'm done. Right, speak to you tomorrow, bud.